Good morning, CCHS. I'm Kennedy.
And I'm Bria.
And this is Wolfpack News. This week we will touch on topics about sports and events going on in the community.
Make sure you stay tuned about information on Hurricane Dorian and the new hotel.
Congratulations, student of the week. For 9th grade, we have Sage Dean and Mason Hankin. 10th grade, we have Taylor Lance and James Smith. 11th grade, we have Yasmin Graham and Milton Lubin. 12th grade, we have Sabre Powell and John Thompson.
Congratulations to students of the month. 9th grade, we got Derrick Jones. 10th grade, we got Audrey Robinson. 11th grade, we got Shannon Walker. 12th grade, we got New Rice. So, the learning profile is cooperative.
Student learning profile knowledge.
Welcome everyone to Taste Test, where we talk about popular food trends. Today we'll be talking about the Popeyes chicken sandwich. The chicken sandwich has been extremely popular for the past few weeks. It has been all over social media. The $65 million figure is nearly triple the $23 million in media value. The sandwich still remains popular today.
And over to Brandon and Charles with the sports.
Welcome back to Wolfpack Sports, where we talk about everything Wolfpack.
It's football. Varsity football played Horn Lake, which was last year's state championships, and we ended up losing 6-7. He was on interviews with Coach Wildum and some of the other football players.
What is your name?
Zeta Rice.
BJ Johnson. Okay. How do you feel about the Friday football game?
Man, I feel like we had the opportunity to win. We played great defense. Just fell a little short on offense, man. We'll be back next week, ready to win.
I feel like we should have won.
What he said?
We lost. Okay. Since Horn Lake were the state champs last year, how do you feel about being close to winning?
Coming close to winning, it don't mean nothing to me, to be honest. I want to win.
Close ain't good enough. We lost. Is there a big difference between how y'all played last week and this week, and so how? That's different.
Gotcha.
The defense played better. Played better defense, came together, swung the ball, and just need to do more offense. Score more touchdowns.
Yeah, man, I agree. We played great defense. We came in fired up. Going there, coming into our home. We just had to defend our home.
How do you feel about making the only touchdown?
I feel like I could have did more. Needed more than one to win. Couldn't get it.
Good. Action. How do you feel about Friday's football game?
I thought the guys played hard. You know, we competed on both sides of the ball. Got to kind of cut back on some of the turnovers and the mistakes we made during the game. You know, but overall, I thought the guys played really hard.
Since Horn Lake were the state champs last year, how do you feel about being that close to winning?
You know, at the end of the day, the ultimate goal is to win. You know, I was proud of the way the guys competed, but the reason we played this game is to come out on top and win ball games. But with them being the defending state champs, I thought our guys still came out and competed, and that kind of gives us an outlook of how the rest of the season, you know, as far as competition against other teams. I don't think they had some really good players, but it's going to be really hard, you know, for anybody to be as good as they were up front, really on both sides of the ball with the offense and defensive line.
If there was a big difference between how you all played last week and this week?
Not really, you know. Practice is a part of, you know, that thing that carries over in the game, you know, and doing throughout the week, I think our guys do a good job of preparing themselves, and the coaches do a good job of getting those guys prepared. We come up with a good game plan, and week after week we want to try out and go out and execute the game plan. I thought those guys did a great job last weekend and this past week, but we just got to continue to cut back on some of those mistakes and try to get better as a team.
JV played, the JV game ended up getting canceled against Gentry. Varsity volleyball played Clarksdale and won their 3 out of 5 sets of the 3 out of 5 sets. Junior varsity lost. Softball plays South Panola and won 28-0.
And be sure to check out DSU's game against Tusculum today for football.
How do you guys feel about student fees such as car tags and lab fees?
I really feel like we shouldn't pay no student fees for the seniors because we always have stuff to pay for, such as senior portraits, senior banners, and other senior things.
I also feel that some of the fees we pay at school, such as class dues, we have been paying them since like 9th grade. I feel that we should have high school days get incorporated in the planning of events in school. We plan lots of other events such as pep rallies. And I just feel like high school days are a really important thing considering the fact that we are all graduating seniors and we are soon to be decided on which school we would like to attend.
On Monday, Hurricane Dorian crashed into the Bahamas at a Category 5 hurricane with sustained winds of 185 miles per hour. The storm caused coastal flooding, bringing the tide 23 feet above normal stage. The storm ripped apart the islands for more than 40 hours, 15 of which were at a Category 5 strength before weakening. Dorian is responsible for 5 deaths. The Red Cross estimated 13,000 plus homes have been wiped out. It nudged the coastal edge of Florida late Tuesday afternoon at a Category 3, with winds of up to 120 miles per hour. The hurricane is not expected to make landfall in the U.S. However, it will make its way up the Atlantic coastal line over the next several days. This is expected to cause large amounts of coastal flooding due to storm surge and torrential rain bands since Dorian is a slow-moving storm.
What would be some things that you would like to address?
I guess the number one thing I want to talk about is discipline. I want to just really talk about our policy on fighting and how we have a zero tolerance for fighting. At this school, you know, fighting is prohibited, and we have major consequences for those who violate our fighting policy. Like if you are in a fight and this is your first fight, you'll have 10 days. That is broken up into 3 days at home and 7 days in our alternative school. Also, if you fight again, you'll get 50 days. That's 5 days at home, and that's 45 days in the alternative school. And your third fight, if you're blessed to come out of alternative school, then we will push for expulsion if you fight again. So those are some things that I want to talk about there as it relates to fighting. Also, we don't even like arguing at the school. To us, arguing is just like fighting, and we deal with that. Well, one of the things we want to do is make sure our schools are safe and make sure our students are respectful so that learning can take place, because ultimately our goal is to have a high achieving school. And I don't think that that is possible unless the schools are disciplined and the schools are safe where our students can focus on learning. Secondly of all, we have a problem nationwide, and Cleveland is not excluded from this, bullying. And so we have a bullying forum that we're going to have in the upper campus office and the lower campus office to our students. If you feel like you're being bullied, you go and you see the secretary and you get a bullying form. And within 5 days, the matter will be investigated and it should be solved within that time frame. And so we put a big emphasis on our students, letting them know where they can go if they feel threatened if they feel bullied, that they do have people that they can go see. You can tell a teacher, you could tell a secretary, you could tell a janitor, you could tell the principal, you could tell the vice principals, you can tell anybody, and then they should direct you to go to the office, fill out this form, and the form will be given to one of the administrators. The administrators then will start investigating and get back to you as soon as possible. Those are things I wanted to talk about.
How does it feel to be assistant principal?
I love it. I absolutely love being assistant principal. I thought at one time that it would take pressure off, but it didn't. You still have a lot of duties to do. You're going into classroom, visiting with the teachers, helping out students, listening to students' problems, pretty much handling discipline. I absolutely love it. I tell you, it's no better job in the world than being vice principal.
What school did you attend?
I got my formal education from a little town called Reuben, right up the road. I love Reubenville, Reuben Central High. I graduated in 1989. I then went to Rusk College, the Bearcats, yay! Rusk College in Holly Springs, Mississippi. I did 4 years there. I majored in social science education. After that, I went to Jackson State University in 2003, I believe it was, and I majored in education and administration and supervision, has a master's degree in that, and that's how I became an administrator in the school system.
What are your goals for this school year?
Simple. Number one, you heard it, to keep the school safe. I think that's our number one goal, to make sure that the school is well disciplined and make sure our students come to school in a very safe environment. And number two, that this school have a high academic rating. We're pushing for a B this year, so we need 660 points. I do believe it is. It's on Mr. Foster's door. It's will be all over the school real soon. We have a plan in place to get there. So yes, my goals are to make sure that this school is safe, but not only safe, that we have a very good academic rating. Call your ride.
Good.
Thanks for watching Wolfpack News.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more videos.